So yesterday we got in, we checked into the hotel, we had some lunch, and then we had to do a little bit of shopping because I forgot my jacket at home, and it is like 50 degrees here, which isn't terrible, but it's definitely jacket weather. We walked around just a little bit and we stopped and we got our Opus card, which is the public transportation card here. The kiosk was offered in French or English. We bought a 3-day card. We're gonna be here for 4 days, 3 nights, so we just got the 3-day pass. As of today, the 3-day pass is 27 Canadian dollars, so it's pretty affordable to get around the city. So on our first day, we normally just try to explore a little bit, get our bearings, but we're not really sure what's going on and where things are. So we're really excited today because we're doing our first city tour. We're gonna do a walking tour and it starts in a couple minutes, so we need to eat our breakfast.
We stopped at this place called Le Mot du Pain, which is like a small chain of artisan bakeries here in Montreal. This one specifically was like a little corner of like a furniture store, which was interesting. We didn't realize that. It was the backside. We kind of just walked in and then we saw it was roped off, and then the rest of it was like the furniture store. We got 2 cheese croissants and an almond croissant. I got an espresso because I've been up pretty early and I needed a kickstart, and Bailey got a loop. What is this?
It's a fruit juice.
Cold pressed grape, strawberry, hibiscus, apple.
Cheese croissant. Oh, there is cheese inside of it. Sweet. That's a good croissant.
These honestly look really good.
Those are really good croissant. And the cheese in there are so good.
Also, it is such a nice morning. It's supposed to be 50 degrees. This doesn't feel like 50 degrees. This feels like 60 maybe. It's such a nice morning. Sun's out. It rained last night, so everything's super green. That's why we wanted to eat outside, on top of the fact that the bakery didn't really have space. But we came to this park right in front of the bakery, and we're just gonna start our morning here and then meet our tour guide.
This is our guide. Her name is Sarah. She's gonna be showing us around Montreal today. She is a local. She just told us she's born and raised, so we are in good hands for sure.
We're gonna turn 400 in, what is it now? In 2042, so not too far away now. And we love presents. So Paris often gives us something for our birthday. It's usually art. We love art. So if ever anyone texts us, wanted to, send something our way, we'll of course have a very special place for it.
The first thing I think of in San Antonio, just outside of a mall parking lot, there's like a giant pair of boots.
Yes!
That's the things that I think of, is we could gift you a giant boot.
We'll take it. We love it. I mean, that right there, that's
Sarah
art.
told us for Montreal's 350th birthday, Berlin gave them a piece of the Berlin Wall because the Berlin Wall had just fallen. How cool is that? And now people are just having coffee with a piece of the Berlin Wall. How cool.
Because they're all underground. Why is that? Because our trains are on rubber tires and we would not be able to have above ground subway lines. So all tunnels, but most of the tunnels were built in a trench way. That is to say, we kind of rip up the land, do the tunnel, and then cover it up again. So it created all these empty spaces throughout the downtown. And the way that they went about it is to give amphitheatric leases to people to build on top of the subway stations. And the only thing they had to do was develop the land, but also give access to the subway. So that's also one of the things that helped create our underground city. So I'm going to show you one of the cooler tunnels. The other thing that's kind of funny about it is that you have this, lovely Parisian metro entrance, and in front, slightly hidden by the branches from our viewpoint here, is Victoria, Queen Victoria. So something very British on one side, something very French on the other side.
Seems very classic Montreal.
Classic Montreal, indeed. So actually that's one thing about Montreal is if you're here to learn French, sometimes it can be difficult because people are so willing to switch to English.
Right.
But if you are persistent, then it's a great experience.
We just finished up our tour with Sarah, and that was so much fun.
It was so good.
We went from Old Town through the underground city a little bit into downtown. Sarah was so knowledgeable. This was our first time doing a walking tour, and luckily enough, we were able to do a private one. It was so much fun. We got to really just converse with Sarah. She asked us a lot what we wanted to see and what we wanted to do. We were like, you show us what you want what you want us to see.
The thing that I really liked about Sarah is that she was born and raised in the city of Montreal. She's lived here forever. She said that her mom lived here, her grandparents lived here. Like, she is multi-generational Montreal. And she talked a lot about the mixing of French and English cultures, the mixing of the native people who lived here before anybody, and just like how everything has come together to create its own unique like Montreal culture. And it was so interesting, and she was so great.
If you want to do the same tour that we did, we'll link our visitor list for Montreal in the description below. If you happen to maybe want to request Sarah, we would recommend it.
We would recommend it.
She was fantastic.
She was great. So we just got back to the hotel room and we owe y'all a room tour. So let's get into it. First off, we have the bathroom. The flooring matches with what's around the tub. It matches the counters. It matches around the shower. It's so nice. It has this nice vanity chair that I've been using to get ready. I love this. We have our soaps and our lotion. One detail about this hotel that I love is most of the time when I'm getting ready and I'm doing my makeup, I get makeup all over these nice white towels, but they have one that's dark that's made specifically for rubbing your makeup on it. How nice is that? And moving into the bedroom, we have a nice big desk, a huge TV, and there's a mirror behind the TV too, so it's really nice to have more mirror space, especially with all of this natural light. So nice. Then we have the bar. We have some snacks. We have some gummies, some snack mixes, some nut mixes. We have an espresso machine. We have Eric's Nespresso that's cooking up right here. And then we have some chocolates. Here we have the fridge, fully stocked and ready for us to dig in. And on this side of the bedroom, we have this nice long chase. We have 2 nightstands on each side, a reading light on each side, and a super nice headboard. It's all backlit, feels very fancy. And then we have our nice comfy cozy bed. It has been doing us well while we've been here.
So in case we haven't said the name, this is the Vogue Hotel. It's part of Hilton's Curio collection. It's located in downtown, right off of St. Catherine Street, where all the shopping is. We're a short walk to McGill University and Montreal. And so with that, we gotta go. Hi, Eric and Bailey from the future here. See this little thing? This is called an Osmo. So we got home and started editing this video and realized that there is 24 hours of missing footage from this camera. And the thing is, that's the camera that we normally use to talk to and do this type of stuff. And so since we're missing that footage, we're gonna do something just a little different for this part of the video, and then we'll get back to it in a second.
So that little clip that you saw there, that was us opening the door and going into the Montreal Museum of Fine Art. It was mostly fine art. They had a little bit of contemporary, but it was a paradise for fine art lovers. My favorite thing about the museum was they had little drawing stations all throughout the museum, and people were just sitting there. They were drawing what they were seeing. They were copying the art that they were seeing. I thought it was super cute to see all the little artists doing their thing and copying famous artists. I thought that was really fun. When we were there, it was 31 Canadian dollars per adult ticket. Luckily, they had free tickets for anyone under 26, so we only had to buy one.
And unfortunately, we didn't get to spend as long as I think we both would have wanted to, because we had to head to our next activity, which was a ghost tour. Our tour guide's name was Emmanuel, and he was awesome. He was in costume and he guided us around Old Town Montreal and told us ghost stories at different stops. Emmanuel was incredible. He was in character the entire time, and he really towed the line between spooky and theatrical. Honestly, we really didn't know what to expect out of the tour, but we had so much fun. Emmanuel was incredible. He really pulled us into the stories. And on top of that, we had the perfect backdrop of walking around Old Town Montreal at sunset.
I'm a little bit of a wimp when it comes to scary stuff, so I was a little bit nervous, but Emmanuel was great. It was so much fun. He was a little bit spooky, and I think if it was nighttime, I would have been probably actually scared, but it was still so much fun, and his little character that he was playing was so cute. We had such a good time with them. Put the picture of us, me and Emmanuel right here. It's so fun.
If you have a free evening while you're visiting Montreal, we would definitely recommend doing a ghost tour. We're gonna link the one that we did in our visitor list down below, as well as all the other tours that we did in this video.
The tour finished at the Old Port of Montreal, so we had to head to Hotel William Gray.
So the reason why we wanted to eat at the Hotel William Gray was that they had a rooftop terrace. Terraces can be found all over Montreal. They're basically just a terrace for eating. The view over the Old Port and Old Town Montreal was incredible, especially at dusk.
Our server, her name was Emmy, and while we were shooting stuff on the Osmo, unfortunately we lost the footage, she came over, she was asking us about camera stuff. She was going to Bali that next week, so she was wondering about stuff to take with her. She was so cute. Shout out Emmy, she was so nice.
And the next morning, we decided to see Montreal's namesake for ourselves with a hike up to Mount Royal. Now, between us, there was a lot of debate on if we wanted to walk up or if we wanted to take the bus up. And since it was a really nice morning, we decided to go for the hike. The hike up starts with walking up a hill at McGill University, and that hill is steep. And then once you get to the top of that hill, you have a ton of stairs to get up. So unless you're prepared or you want to start your day off with a good hike outside and like where you're getting moving and things like that, just take the bus. We got halfway up the hike and I was grumpy pants for most of the hike until we got to the top. Now the view at the top is well worth the hike.
I had a great time on the hike. It was a little tiring, I will say. If you don't like stairs, you wouldn't like it. Take the bus if you hate stairs. But I was having a good time.
It's a nice walk. It's a nice walk. It's also just as nice going down.
It was more than we were prepared for at the time.
Now we worked up quite the appetite from our hike, and so to solve that, we headed over to Little Italy for our last tour, and one that we were really excited for, a food tour. But not just any food tour, a tour of the Jean-Talon Market, which is the largest open-air market in North America.
We met the rest of our group and our tour guide Rodrigo at a pupuseria a couple blocks away from the market.
These pupusas were so good. We cannot stress just how incredible they were.
So good.
Such a good start to the tour. I especially appreciated that Rodrigo happened to ask if I wanted to be the guinea pig, and he really loaded mine up.
Eric, can I use you as a guinea pig here?
Yes.
I will show you how I would eat. So don't be shy. If you like cabbage, go for it. Very healthy. You eat everything here?
Yes.
Very good. So you put over, let me go for a cauliflower. There we go.
And that was such a good start to the tour. And from there, we headed over to the Jean-Talon Market, where the video is gonna pick back up.
I got mint chocolate ice cream and pear sorbet. I didn't realize they were gonna like mix it together.
This is a cool way to present this.
So I have a crazy combination here, but I wanted to try both of the flavors, so.
I got coconut milk, because I've never seen that, and burnt caramel brown butter or something like that,
Yeah,
which sounds crazy.
Mint chocolate first. Oh, that's really good.
Coconut milk is like straight coconut. So Rod said that usual sorbet is like 35 to 40% fruit content, and the sorbet here is 60%. So it's like really fruity, really strong. And this coconut is like pure coconut.
Now I'm gonna try my pear sorbet. Oh, that's good. Oh my, that tastes like I'm eating a pear. It tastes like they put a pear in a blender.
This is so good. Wait a second. The light is hitting this like metal thing and it's shining.
It is.
So hard.
I see her eyes shining. Finally, I say, smile her face.
I know I was being a sorbet hater when we were in Minneapolis, but that is a different kind of sorbet. That was really, really good. Right now we're wandering around the fruits and vegetables part of the market. I would kill to have this available to us at home.
This would be sick.
This would be so nice.
This
like
would be so
all
nice.
of this, so fresh. It's local Quebec. Like,
Yeah, this would be really cool to come and like do your daily produce shopping.
Yes.
Like,
God, that'd be so nice.
when I say daily, I would be here daily because this is so cool.
Rodrigo said that Quebec produces 85% of the world's maple syrup. So this is the perfect place to try some.
And he said it's an $8 billion industry for Canada.
That's crazy. This one, he gave us one that was a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner. This one's a lot thicker. He said that this one's a little stronger, which is a funny way to describe syrup, but I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, that's good. It has like a very good maple flavor without it tasting artificially sugared. Oh, that's so good. Missy. How is it?
I mean, this second one's like much richer. It's thick. I mean, like it's sweet without being like super sweet, and it's not obviously like this artificial tasting. We're having maple syrup in Canada. Like, what can I say? In Quebec specifically.
I convinced Eric to get some syrup, and it comes in such a cute little container.
Yeah, finally, yeah, there was no red meat. Do you feel the fennel?
It's really fennelly.
Yeah, for like to have the green there.
Yeah. This one is copa with a little paprika.
You get the leaf?
God, that was dang good.
That's good.
That was dang good. Thank you.
Classic.
So you said the kind of restaurant that coming here for
Oh,
the
there's a little bunk of the game.
Spain, they would call it
Okay, so this here is baba ganoush on a homemade oven-baked pita chip.
It's delicious baba ganoush.
It's very good.
No.
This is muhamara. This is muhamara, which is, he said, it's like a red pepper spread with walnuts. Sick. That's interesting.
That's really interesting.
That's good though. Ooh, that's good.
You can really taste the walnuts.
I've never had that. That's so good.
That place is really cool. It was started by this Syrian woman. Years ago, she moved here, and now she takes Syrian refugees who need work when they move from Syria, and she hires them, and she lets them cook in their kitchen. So that's really cool, and it's a good cause too. So
Rod said that their products are now in grocery stores all over Quebec.
yeah, he said that they went on Dragon's Den, which is the Canadian version of Shark Tank, and they got a deal, and so now they're all over Canada, which is couldn't have happened to a better person, probably.
The Canadian dream. Last stop of the tour, Rod's brought us to this coffee shop a little bit away from the Jean-Talon Market.
I think we have one more stop.
No, you said this was the last one?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Basically, this coffee shop focuses on like knowing where the beans come from, like all the way down to like the very specific farm. I got a cold brew because they offered it, and I haven't had a cold brew this whole trip, so I'm really excited.
I got a tea.
He said that that my beans are from Guatemala. We're also squeezing it inside because a storm cell just hit and it's raining outside, so we're huddled inside trying this. But
It started raining.
I lied, that was not our last stop. So now we have to go to our last stop, but in the rain.
In the rain.
What's crazy is the weather today was really nice, and it was supposed to be like that all day. It was not supposed to rain or anything. Like nobody here was prepared for rain. Like nobody has an umbrella. Some people were wearing flip-flops, things like that. Like it was supposed to be nice all day.
It was like not a cloud in the sky earlier today, and now it's pouring.
If we walk out of the market, we just see this big dark gray cloud. Now it's pouring. Really quiet. So we just did our last stop, and it was really quiet, so we couldn't really talk, but it was État de Choc. État de Choc is a local Montreal chocolate place, and the vibe in there was really cool. It felt like walking into an art gallery. All the chocolate is made there, and they know exactly where all of their beans come from. The experience was really cool. The owner was actually the one giving us our tasting, and she had these vials to give us a visual representation of how much cacao, cocoa butter, sugar, things like that are in each of the chocolate pieces. Very cool, so much fun, and a great way to end our tour.
It was really cool because Rodrigo clearly knew all of the business owners that we went to, even some that we didn't go to. He was very familiar with the area that we were in, and he would just be like, oh, this place is really cool. It's owned by these people. That's why they settled down to do this. You know, like he walked us by the spice place, told us the history of the spice place, the people that owned it, and he was doing that everywhere we went, just pointing places out, talking about the people that owned it. And I thought that was really interesting that he was so connected with the market and with the restaurants and with the restaurateurs.
That was our first time doing a food tour, and it definitely will not be our last. I'm gonna link our buyer list down below, and I would definitely recommend requesting Rodrigo because he was awesome.
So for dinner tonight, we're at Ferreira, which is a Portuguese restaurant about a 5-minute walk from our hotel in downtown Montreal. The thing that they're known for here is serving a full fish, just like they do in Portugal. They open it, they skin it, they debone it, and then they serve it to you just like that. So obviously, that's what they're known for. That's what we gotta get. We also ordered the scallop ceviche and some crispy octopus, so I'm really excited to try it all.
So when I was choosing this place, I wanted something a little bit different. Since Montreal's a really diverse city, we've been trying to eat as much like different variations of food as we can while we're here. But this place had amazing reviews. It looked really good. The vibe and atmosphere seemed cool, and it's really lively. The music has been going. There's conversation. It just feels energetic. The decor is really cool. They have like this one wall that's just a bunch of broken plates that are plastered into it. The open kitchen behind me is really cool. And earlier when Rod asked us if we had any plans tonight, we told him that we were coming here, and he said it was a classic and that we were gonna have a good time. So we're very excited to be here.
I'm gonna go for the scallops because that was my request. The scallops are so fresh, they're so good. Whatever sauce this is in is so good.
This is like a leche de tigre. I don't know, tiger's milk.
The sauce that it's in is so good, mixed with the fresh veggies on top of it. It's delicious.
So this is the crispy octopus. This is the one that I pushed for. I was like the end because that's the crispiest. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. The octopus is cooked perfectly. It's crispy. It's tender. This black hummus is really good. It's like a black, I think it's like black bean hummus. I don't remember. I'm gonna put it, whatever it was, I'll figure it out and I'll put it here.
That's delicious. That's so good.
The sides are humble. Like it's just a simple dinner, but the fish is done so well. It's so fresh. It's so good. And I will be picking at this head. A little bit of fish head. A little bit of tail. It's fantastic. We got some dessert. So they had a degustao, something. I'll put it right here. And it said it was a traditional Portuguese dessert tasting for two, so that's what we got to finish off our meal.
So we got our sampler. It smells, I think it's this that I'm smelling. It smells so good. I'm excited to dig in, but first we have the mango sorbet, chocolate and pistachio.
It looks like it's like rolled into like a log.
Yeah.
This looks like some kind of like a Portuguese donut.
Yeah, something like that. It looks good. This is like an apple fritter type thing. Scoop of chocolate mousse, and then a classic pastel de nata.
The runner that brought all this out was like running through all this very quickly. I don't think we expected to get like every single dessert on the menu with this. As of right now, this tasting is 25 Canadian, and every single dessert on the menu is like 11 or 12 Canadian. So you get two of just about everything on the menu for like double the price. It's crazy. Oh, so good. Oh, look at this. Ready? Whoa. Whoa.
Took us a couple days to figure out what that nozzle did, but we got it.
Like, how do we turn? Oh, and pushing it turns it on. Oh. Oh, what a day. It's been quite the trip. We're really excited to come here, so we kind of jam-packed our time here with tours, but they have all been fantastic. And we're so glad we got to cap off our last night here with one incredible dinner. The staff at Ferrero was incredible. If somehow any of y'all are watching this, thank you so much. You made our experience so wonderful. Tomorrow there's a few more places we want to hit. We need to pick up our magnet, and if possible, we kind of need to try poutine. Oh, my feet are so bad.
My feet hurt so bad.
My feet hurt so bad.
Good morning from Old Town Montreal. We had a quick breakfast and now we're heading to Chateau Ramezay. This is a historic house that was turned into a house museum, and you know we love a house museum, so we're gonna check it out.
So I don't think we really understood what this museum was about. I think we thought it was gonna be like a preserved home, but really the Chateau is a facility for a museum about Montreal and Quebec history. It's giant, it's opulent, it's gorgeous, but that's really not the point of the museum. It is about Montreal and Quebec history.
So behind the Chateau, they have these beautiful gardens. As I said, we're just missing tulip season. Some are still in bloom, some are dying off, but I am just amazed by how green everything is here. It's so beautiful.
This is a really cool museum, but I don't know if I'd put it at the top of the list of things to do. I think if you have a lot of time, it's definitely worth checking out. But if you only have a few days here, there are probably more important spots to check out, like where we're heading next. Since we're in Old Montreal, we've come down to Notre-Dame Basilica because even though we were out here on our walking tour with Sarah the other day, we didn't get to go inside, and Bailey and I haven't got inside yet, and this is one of the must-see spots in Montreal, so let's go.
Little detail. I truly could sit here for at least an hour and not even see everything.
It's really cool because we can see some of the restoration work being done right now.
The tickets were 16 Canadian dollars per person, and I would spend $32 again and again and again to see this. It's totally worth it. It's so amazing.
I don't think that there's one like square foot of space in here that doesn't have some kind of design. I think the only place that doesn't have any of that are like the pew seats, and that's it. Because even the pews right here has detail. Okay, I had to rip Bailey away from that place because we have places to be, and it's time for lunch, and I think I have the perfect place. Merci.
My stool's super
Mine's
wobbly.
super wobbly. So we got one smoked meat sandwich and one poutine.
This is our first proper
A
Canadian
proper
Quebec poutine.
poutine.
I'm not so sure about it.
I'm digging it. There's like fancy ones here you can get. There's fast food ones. But like we wanted kind of like greasy spoon, hole in the wall, just like straight up stick to your ribs poutine.
It's growing on me.
It actually hasn't stopped, so.
The more I'm eating it, the more I'm enjoying it. Jam-packed. That's so good.
That's so, oh my goodness.
I see why this is a Montreal classic. It's so good. We're having our smoked meat sandwich here at Schwartz Deli. This is a classic place for a smoked meat in Montreal, so when we were looking for a smoked meat sandwich, we knew we had to come here. With Montreal being such a big port city on the eastern side of Canada, it was kind of known as the gateway for immigration into Canada. So when there was a huge wave of Jewish people leaving Europe, they either settled in New York or they settled up here in Montreal, giving the city such a big Jewish heritage. Thus, the smoked meat sandwich. Another Jewish classic is bagels, and that's what we're going to find right now.
Nous voulons baguette toute garnie avec ciboulette fromage.
So we've come to the Sans Viature bagel shop in Montreal because we couldn't leave without getting a Montreal bagel. I got an everything bagel with chive cream cheese, and Bailey got.
I got a rosemary bagel with pesto cream cheese.
This place is really busy right now, but honestly it didn't take that long for us to get seated, and we chose to eat here.
One thing we really liked about Montreal is that a lot of the restaurants have these giant windows on their front walls that they can completely open up when the weather is nice, and luckily we got one of those seats today. It's crispy, it's soft on the inside, it's delicious. And the cream cheese is not too cream cheesy. Does that make sense? It's a very mild flavor, so I can really taste the pesto in it as well. It's a really good combination. I'm loving it. This is one place that I am really, really gonna miss. I'm sad that we're going home. I wish we could stay for longer.
We've had such a good time here, and like there's so much that we didn't even get to do. I feel like we crammed in as much as we could in our short time here, but we're definitely gonna be back, and I can't wait to come back and show even more of this city.
So while we were here, we needed international service and we used Airlo. Airlo is a digital eSIM that you can download and connect to over 200 networks globally, and it's much more affordable than the international rates at your local carrier. It's easy to use and there's no hidden fees. So before your next international trip, check out the link in the description below to save on your next eSIM. We really enjoyed our time here in Montreal, and we hope you enjoyed coming along with us. If you did, please leave a like below and comment your favorite thing to do in Montreal. Subscribe to follow along on our adventures, and we're so excited to see you at the next stop.